On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about CSS properties related to backgrounds. It includes various examples of setting background colors and images, such as using the background size property with cover or contain. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. Please make use of it. Now, let's take a look at the background color property. The background color property is used in CSS to set the background color of an element. You can specify the color displayed behind text and other elements, and colors can be defined in various formats. The method of specifying colors is similar to the color property, but you can also specify a completely transparent background using transparent. Red example. Class specifies the background color as red using a keyword. Hex example. Class specifies the background color using a hexadecimal code. RGB example. Class specifies the background color using RGB format. RGBA example. Class specifies the background color using RGBA format, adding transparency. HSL example. Class specifies the background color using HSL format. HSLA example. Class specifies the background color using HSLA format, adding transparency. Transparent example. Class sets the background to transparent. Next, let's look at the background image property. The background image property is used to set an image as the background of an element. The specified image is displayed as the background of the element, and its size, position, and repetition method can be adjusted with other related properties. We will also explain related properties such as background size, background position, and background repeat later. Background image example. Class uses the background image property to set image.jpg as the background. Background size. Cover makes the image cover the entire element, and background position centers the image. Repetition is disabled with background repeat, no repeat. The background image gradient class uses linear gradient to set a background gradient from red to blue. The gradient is displayed from left to right. The background image property can take the following values. URL specifies the URL of the background image. Include the image file within URL. None specifies not to set a background image. This is the default value. Gradients. It's also possible to set gradients as background images using CSS gradient features. Image size and positioning. The size and positioning of background images can be finely controlled with other properties, allowing for design adjustments. For example, specifying background size. Cover stretches the image to cover the entire area, removing any clipping. Using gradients. Instead of an image, you can use a gradient as the background, adding a dynamic element to the design. Next, let's look at the background position property. The background position property is used to specify the position of a background image within an element. By controlling where the background image appears within the element, you can create layouts that match your design. The default is 0% 0%, placing the image in the top left corner. Top left example. Class specifies the image position as top left, placing the image in the top left corner. Center example. Class positions the image in the center using the center attribute. Bottom right example. Class specifies the image position as bottom right, placing the image in the bottom right corner. The background position property can take the following types of values. Keywords. You can specify left, right, top, bottom, center. Specifying center will place the background image in the center of the element. Specifying right will place the background image on the right side. Specifying top left will place the background image in the top left corner. Specifying bottom right will place the background image in the bottom right corner. Length or percentage. You can specify values like 10px 20px, 50% 50%. Specifying 10px 20px will place the background image 10px from the left and 20px from the top. Specifying 50% 50% will center the background image both horizontally and vertically. Calc function allows more precise positioning using CSS calculations. Next, let's look at the background size property. The background size property is used to specify the size of a background image for an element. By using this property, you can adjust how the background image is displayed, whether it fills the entire element or maintains its original size, to fit the design. The default value is auto, which maintains the original size of the background image. Cover example. Class specifies cover. The image will be enlarged to cover the entire element, but parts may be cropped. Contain example. Class specifies contain. The image will be adjusted to fit within the element, but some blank space might appear. Fixed size example. Class specifies a fixed size for the background image, setting the width and height to 100 px each. The background size property can be assigned the following types of values. Keywords. Auto retains the default size of the image, width and height are determined automatically. Cover adjusts the size of the background image to completely cover the element. It will fill the entire element, but parts of the image may be trimmed. Contain adjusts the image to fit within the element, but does not cover the entire element. The aspect ratio of the image is maintained. Numerical values, px, %, m, etc. Width and height. Specify the width and height explicitly. If only one value is specified, it applies to the width, and the height is adjusted automatically. Percentage. Specify the size of the background image as a percentage of the element size. For example, 50% 50% sets the image to half the width and height of the element. Next, let's look at the background repeat property. The background repeat property is used to control how the background image of an element is repeated. By default, the background image is repeated horizontally and vertically within the element, but you can customize the repetition behavior using this property. Repeat example: class displays the image repeated both vertically and horizontally. Repeat X example: class repeats the image horizontally only. No repeat example: class displays the image only once without repeating. Space example: class arranges the background images evenly with equal spacing between them. Round example: class automatically resizes the background image to repeat and fill the entire element. The background repeat property can be assigned the following types of values. Repeat: the background image is repeated along both the x-axis, horizontal, and y-axis, vertical. This is the default value. Repeat X: the background image is repeated only along the x-axis, horizontal. Repeat Y: the background image is repeated only along the y-axis, vertical. No repeat: the background image is not repeated and is displayed only once. Space: the background image is repeated at regular intervals, with equal spacing between. Round: the background image is repeated, but the size is adjusted to fill the entire element. The image may be resized. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and check out our new videos.